How's it going, YouTube? E30 Source changed my name, and thank God it's finally spring. So today I figured that I'm going to start a little bit of a paint type show on restoring the paint on these cars, because this one is, 27 years old, and the paint is fading in some spots. So today I'm going to show you how to clay bar your car. Alright, so some of the things you may need. You're definitely going to need some instant detailer. The Mother's California Gold clay bar and detailing kit comes with a 16-ounce spray bottle of this, a microfiber 15 by 15 inch towel, as well as 2 bars of clay. Here, all I did was break one of the bars in half and kneaded it out into a shape similar to this. Optional would be a bucket with some water and car wash mixed in it. This is to help the clay bar.
So as you can see, my paint is actually quite faded in some areas, especially towards the bottom of the panel. So I got out the microfiber cloth and I began wiping the surface of the paint where I was going to try the clay bar. And this is to make sure that there's no dust or debris in it. Then I got out the instant detailer and I began spraying that down onto the very surface. And you don't need a whole ton of this, but you want to make sure that you get it pretty good where you're going to be clay barring it. And then I got out the clay bar as well as the bucket of water and soap. And then this is where I took the clay bar out and I began running it across the surface of the paint. And basically what the clay bar is doing right now is it's taking all the imperfections out of the paint. This is like watermarks, bird poop marks, let's see, there's a ton of different little chips and paint errors. So this basically takes down all the extra crud that's in the surface of the paint that would show up in your wax later on. And this also takes off layers of wax if you need that to be done. So just keep on wiping it down on the surface, and I did this quite vigorously in many areas, and it did help out a lot. Then I took out the microfiber towel cloth, and I made sure that I got all the extra clay bar residue as well as detailer and soap off of the paint. And you can definitely tell a difference between the paint. Even so, the smoothness as well as the reflectiveness of it, it really does help out. And I just wanted to give you a little shot of it from the side. It does look a lot different. And I clay barred the entire car. Then I got out my buffer and my Zyme Oil cleaner wax because this stuff is best for shining up the paint. It also does help protect it because wax is a layer before the paint to prevent any water or bird poop going in and screwing up the paint again. Also, I never use the clay bar in a circular motion. I always go side to side because if you were to ever get a little rock or a little pebble or a little imperfection that were to grab onto the clay bar, now you have big swirls into your paint and you don't want that. It really does not look good. Then I wiped up the residue with the towel. And then after buffing the entire car, I could not believe the results. It really does bring out the shine in the paint again. Also, note that there's no longer the faded out parts of the paint and it's all one unison color now. I'm really happy with the job.
And there you have it. For a simple $20 and a couple hours of work, you can get your paint looking brand new and nice and smooth like it came out of the factory. I know my paint is on its last life, it is fading, and the clear coat in some areas is peeling off. But I did this just to try to save it, and right now we have a thunderstorm rolling in, so I'm going to get inside.
Thank you for watching E30 Source, and stay tuned for more because I'm going to be doing that power steering reservoir swap.